Did you know Ekans, spelled backwards, is snake? Did you know bait improves Chansey's catch rate? Good. Because today I'm going to tell you some Pokemon facts you won't believe. Be sure to keep track of just how many of these you already knew, because I'm genuinely curious. My name is Professor Rex, and these are 10 Pokemon facts you definitely didn't know. To start, I'm going to show you a couple dex entries. A keen eye would notice that the dex entries from Johto and Sinnoh differ. This is fascinating as animals in the real world are also known to communicate differently based off of the region they're from. Furthermore, the only Entei that can be received in the original Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum games without trading is the shiny Crown Beast Entei, who is originally from Crown City in Sinnoh, which is based off of Amsterdam. Similarly, the dex entry for Entei in Pokemon Black also states that Entei roars, while an Entei from Leaf Green would bark. This isn't the only time in the series that Pokedex differences sprout from whether or not a region is based off of Japanese or European geography, but these legendary Pokemon having regional dialects is definitely one of my favorites. This next fact is one you might be familiar with if you watch a lot of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green speedruns, but for most of you, I think this will be a new one. Everyone knows that in order to progress through the games, players must wake up at least one of the sleeping Snorlax. Interestingly, due to the way the game was programmed, this is actually possible to do without obtaining the Azure Flute. Every speedrun I've seen of these games has used this to their advantage, and what's more is that it's so well known to the community that it was even implemented in the remake titles Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. This little fact is one that I highly recommend you try for yourself next time you're running through a Kanto game. This next fact was brought to my attention recently and is definitely a fascinating one. In one of the original gameplay trailers for the games Pokemon X and Y, the fairy type was revealed to the masses. It showcased Sylveon using Moonblast and the Pokemon Gardevoir attacking a Hydreigon with the move Fairy Wind. Fans who eagerly waited to learn this interesting new move on their favorite Pokemon were sorely disappointed. Come the game's release, anyone who attempted to learn the move Fairy Wind on Gardevoir would discover it was impossible. Sources say that to keep the games as PG as possible, Creatures Inc. decided to disable the Pokemon's ability to learn Fairy Wind to avoid anyone accidentally searching Gardevoir Wind on Google. Though, some would argue that this would have been a win all around. Search it for yourself if you're curious, though. Everyone has heard someone talking about how pressing buttons when your balls shake increases the catch rate at least once. But did you know that in some very rare cases, spamming the A button during the ball shake animation can result in a guaranteed catch? Due to the way the games are programmed, some encounters can be forced to have a 100% catch rate if the A value of this equation exceeds 255. Unfortunately, I can't list every such instance in just one video. But some notable ones are while catching Makuhita in Pokemon Colosseum, any throw of a park ball, and more recently in Scarlet and Violet while catching Pokemon like Zorua so long as specific conditions are met. This next fact is about everyone's most compatible Pokemon, Vaporeon. Did you know that in regards to bringing Vaporeon to the daycare in Pokemon Yellow, Vaporeon can learn the move Mist at level 42. Without leaving Vaporeon at the daycare, it can only learn Haze through level up at this level. What exactly the game devs meant by this is still unclear, since Vaporeon's mostly water-based biology leaves no doubt in my mind that they would be extremely wet, and should have been able to learn both Haze and Mist without any weird daycare shenanigans. Did you know that the #1 place for Pokemon content is right here on YouTube? Subscribing to the Professor Rex YouTube channel will ensure that top quality Pokemon content hits your sub box first, before anyone else gets to see it. The #2 place is over on Twitch, at the Professor's Lab Twitch channel, where great content like this happens. Dude, instantly that falls in the tub! If you haven't believed any other facts so far, this is the one to take to heart and act on, so be sure to hit those follow buttons now. This fact is a little weird, but if you've made it this far, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. The mobile game Pokemon Smile was originally released on June 17th, 2020. By June 22nd, 2020, a major update was pushed to reduce the difficulty of the game. It's unknown at this time if this was because the game was deemed too difficult or Pokemon fans were just exceedingly bad at brushing their teeth. Next up is one that might surprise you. We all know that the cute ball of fluff Jigglypuff can learn the move Sing. There are multiple times in the anime where this comes in handy for the little troublemaker. But with a measly 55% accuracy, it isn't very reliable in the games. Which is why Flamethrower's 100% accuracy is such an interesting addition to the Pokemon's move pool. Did you even know this could do this? Of course, you might be wondering how something like this is even possible, but a recent article I found explained that Jigglypuff is able to learn Flamethrower because when you translate the lyrics of their songs, they often tend to be spitting some fire bars.
Jigglypuff, 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 Jigglypuff.
Speaking of fire, it's time for everyone's favorite segment of the show, the lightning round. Did you know that Hitmontop is the 9th rarest shiny Pokemon? Did you know that 3 Mousehold is lighter than 4 Mousehold? We can only speculate why this might be the case, but scientists predict that it's due to the fact that there are less mice. Myroar B's Retro Groove is the best song to ever come out of a Pokemon game. And finally, did you know that there's no more Pokemon facts left? Obscure fact videos are over.